But here beside me now is Sir Walter Raleigh, Commissioner of Cornwall, Commander of Plymouth, advisor to the Queen, and her emissary to the New World, America. Sir Walter, we know that you're about to leave to join the fleet for the morning's action. We also know that you speak for the Admiralty and can give us information without violating censorship. Will you, sir, give us a picture of what has happened up to now in this solemn moment of England's history?
I would say, sir, in all frankness, that we have succeeded to this moment in evading the Castilians.
You mean, Sir Walter, that Drake is refusing action?
Not refusing. Shall we say simply postponing? You may depend upon the Admiral to engage in his own good time.
Well, is it true, sir, that the Spanish fleet outnumbers Her Majesty's ships?
Well, that, sir, is restricted information.
But we have conflicting estimates, Sir Walter. Some reports put the Spanish fleet at 90 to England's 22. Others say the Armada has 130 to Drake's 90. Would you care to comment on that?
Well, let us simply say that Philip of Spain has considerably more tonnage, but that we have considerably more speed.
Well, isn't it also true, Sir Walter Raleigh, that the Spanish Armada is really a floating army?
Well, the Spanish galleons literally swarm with thousands of fully armed and armored soldiers. Once their ships have grappled with ours, it is their intention to board us and overcome our crews at close quarters.
But Drake's strategy is to avoid this, isn't it? To keep his distance, to seize every advantage of wind, and to smash the Armada with his guns. Is that correct?
Well, that is, shall we say, a rather interesting assumption. It is not correct, however, to refer to Drake's strategy. Howard of Effingham is Lord High Admiral of the English fleet. Sir Francis is his first operational lieutenant.
But enemy information would seem to indicate, Sir Walter, that the Spanish Prince of Parma is waiting at Dunkirk with a fleet of flat-bottomed barges and some 30,000 infantry and cavalry.
Well, that information has come to our attention also.
Well, if Drake cannot contain the Armada, the Spanish fleet will then proceed to Dunkirk, won't it? Pick up the barges and their troops and then attempt an invasion of the beaches of Britain?
I would prefer, if I may, to speak at some length to that point.
By all means, Sir Walter.
Philip, to be sure, believes that because he's taken Africa, Sicily, France, Flanders, and now sits astride the stricken and bleeding continent of Europe like a colossus, he will soon be setting his daughter on the throne of England. He fancies himself tearing from the new world's virgin soil the seeds I planted there in Virginia. But the Spanish sun, I fear, is conducive to hallucinations. The beaches of Britain, sir, have not been invaded since William the Conqueror. And Drake must not, will not fail. And should he, by some foul circumstance, fail, should this blessed isle be defiled by Spanish boots, our last ramparts will be the bodies of our men. We shall fight them everywhere. And in the end, we shall throw them back into the sea. Britons, sir, were not born to be slaves.
Thank you, Sir Walter Raleigh.